Hi, welcome to Wealth from Words, copywriting course from me, Rob Harner. Now, we set up a situation here which is kind of artificial, but we're going to see how it goes. My partner here is going to ask me some questions, the kind of questions that you might want to ask me yourself. And we're just going to see how it goes. So, wish us luck.
Thanks, Rob.
First of all, I think you have to start thinking offline. When you're working online, then the temptation is just to go for writing other people's sales pages, and that's always going to be really difficult because just about everyone and your mother is trying to do the same thing. I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, there's only so many sales pages out there, and there's only so many people that have got the money to pay for someone else to do it. I mean, most people think that writing a sales page is easy, so they do it themselves. I mean, you can pay Joe Vitale $15,000 to write your sales page for you. But the reason why he charges that much is because he's probably thinking that's about as much as you're ever going to make. So if you're going to set up a copywriting business online, you've got to think to yourself, well, can I compete with that? Is that what I want to do? Do I want to be another Joe Vitale? And really, you don't. If you want to make money copywriting, if you want to have your own copywriting business, you've got to think offline.
So I'm getting from that copywriting is a buzzword on the internet.
Absolutely.
So whereas like almost everyone on the internet, okay, perhaps not everyone, but you know what I mean, on the internet is sort of things.
That's the word. I mean, a lot of online companies. I can think of a couple. The American Writers Institute. They sell copywriting as though it's the answer to everyone's prayers. That suddenly, when you take their course, and it could cost you anything from like $200 to $15,000. I've heard people say they spend that much with them. That suddenly, that within like a year or two, you're going to be, a copywriter earning this, six-figure income a year. I mean, that's really not the way it works. That's right. I mean, I think in any town, probably anywhere in the world, there are like, hundreds and thousands of companies that really don't understand how good copywriting can help them promote themselves in the marketplace. I mean, we're kind of lucky on the internet that we can learn these things from each other, and then go out into the wide world and say to companies offline, hey, do you realise that a little bit of tweaking of your advertising copy can make such a significant difference to your bottom line?
We've also talked about copywriting in the terms of writers, in the fact that, well, I write fiction, I write non-fiction as well, but I'm not interested in writing copy. But from the point of view of submission letters and proposals, I need to know how to write copy.
Absolutely. I mean, that's part of the philosophy of the Wealth for Words course, is that what I'm saying is that the ability to write good copy is the same thing as the ability to be able to write well. So, you have this thing where, fiction writers or poetry writers feel that somehow learning a genre as technical and as business-like as copywriting might have somehow corrupt their fiction. But to me, that's not how it works. Like the more types of writing that you try to perfect, the better you become at each genre, the more it benefits any other type of writing that you would do. So I would say, number one, good copywriting skills can make you create good synopses for your fiction. They can help you with your submissions to publishers. They can help you with proposals to, say, film companies. When you write a treatment, a good copywriter can write a good treatment. A good copywriter can write a good screenplay. A good copywriter can write a good piece of fiction. You know, that's where I'm coming from. And, you know, I think that if you limit your writing, you're limiting your potential. The good thing about copywriting is you're getting something accepted straight away. You're getting paid for what you're doing.
I'll never forget, and I don't know, a lot of people probably don't know this, but I asked you, because of your experience, to write my letter to Wolfgang Peterson.
Yeah.
Now, if people don't know, if people don't know Wolfgang Peterson, he made sure and Poseidon.
Yeah.
And I asked you to put together a letter for Wolfgang Peterson because I wanted to send him an unsolicited manuscript.
Which is supposing you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. You got more.
Nobody reads.
You got more chance of winning the lottery than getting a Hollywood producer to read an unsolicited manuscript. A good thing we learnt that afterwards. But anyway, you wrote that letter. We sent it off. And the day that manuscript hit the desk, that manuscript hit the desk at Radiant Productions, I got an email from the creative director. Rachel.
First name terms.
Yeah. Hi, Rachel. Saying that she wanted Wolfgang to have a look at my proposal.
Yeah.
And I even signed a release form. And this was obviously because you know how to get someone like Wolfgang Peterson to take notice of your words.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the story was mine.
The story was yours. Yeah.
But you had to get...
It's getting that letter. It's getting them to respond. It's about getting them to just be receptive to you as a person, as a writer. You know, I was talking to you about it today, this APT logic. You know, arrest, prove, and trigger. You know, that's what it did in the letter, was arrest their attention, get them interested, prove that we had something to offer, and then trigger a response. And I really believe that's the way to deal with it, with people when you want them to be impressed with you as a writer and with your writing. It's not enough just to say, here you go, have a look, what do you think? It's not going to work.
Well, that was one of the best experiences of my life today. Amongst dealing with Radiant Productions, Wolfgang Rachel. That was fantastic. Yeah. So I thank you very much for that.
That's right, still good, man.
Yeah. Not a problem. So, it's been great chatting to you.
You too, Robin.
Anything else you want to tell everybody?
No, basically, my motto, keep writing.